Hi Disney friends, how are you guys doing today? I'm excited because as you guys know, I just got back from Anaheim. I did a little shopping trip down there and I wanted to show you guys my haul. I realized I was way too excited to film stuff because I forgot to film stuff. So I want to talk to you about my experience and then I want to show you some of the haul I got, okay? Stay around. Okay, so first and foremost, Disney had it honed in and they nailed it on the social distance, the mask wearing, and safety. They had it nailed down. It was awesome. So you go into downtown Disney, you are checked, your temperature is checked before you walked in. You are then sniffed by dogs to make sure you're not carrying in anything you shouldn't be carrying in. And then you go through the basic security checks, you put your purse down, and then you go through the metal detector like you do at the airport, and then you're on your way in. Now, once you get into downtown Disney, it's amazing. I know it's just downtown Disney, but you hear the music from Disney. You're just in Disney. Yeah, no rides, no characters, but you hear the music, you just feel the ambiance, and you know that you're in Disney. It was so awesome. Anyway, let's get to the safety and security part. So as you're walking further and further into downtown Disney, you see that there are lines. And in these lines, there are 6-foot markers, and they really encourage people to stay within the 6-foot lines. And they do it in a manner that doesn't sound mean or rude. And most people, as a matter of fact, all people abided by that. Now, occasionally, we kind of would forget our surroundings and we would step a little out of our line, and some cast member would come along and be like, hey, can I get you to step behind the line? They were awesome. So here's the thing. They only allow so many people in a store. So if you want to go into, let's say, Legoland, because that's the first store I would have seen coming in from that direction, you walk in and you get in a line to put your name in a virtual queue, which means you stand in your 6-foot distance line and you go up and you meet up with a cast member and they take your name and your phone number. They send you a text saying you are now in the virtual queue to actually get in the store. And then what you're supposed to do is just go about your day, and then they will send you a text, and that text will say, you are now allowed to get in the queue for the home store or the Lego store, whatever store you have signed up to be. And they don't just limit you to 1 or 2 stores. You can sign up for every store you want. And I put myself in for the dress shop. I put myself in for the home store, because as you know, you're going like this. And then I went and I put myself in the virtual queue for World of Disney. Now, every place I stopped at said it's about an hour wait. And then when I got to downtown Disney, they said, or not downtown Disney, when I got to the World of Disney, they said it was going to be at least a 2-hour wait. And I'm like, okay, so much more to explore. So my sister and I milled around quite a bit. We got through downtown Disney and then we opened up into the Esplanade, where over on this side you have Disneyland and over on this side you have California Adventure. Oh my gosh, it just felt magic there. It felt magic. You go there and you hear all the wonderful music from Disney, and you can just look and see like the Mickey Mouse head and flowers behind the Disney fence. They had it, I don't want to say quarantined off, but like roped off to where you couldn't get close to the gate. And I asked why they did that, and they said because there's one central hub everybody wants to draw to, and that would be Mickey's head, that one gate that's open. Well, you know what I mean, open so you can see it easier. They said they don't want people congregating around there, and they had no way of like keeping people 6 feet apart. So they roped that off really good. You could stand in certain areas. If you stood to the right tunnel behind the rope, you could actually see down in under the tunnel, and you see where some of downtown is getting, not downtown, but Main Street is getting a little makeover. They're getting some fresh paint and whatnot. You could just see action back there. You were like, I want to be there. I did ask one employee if I were to sneak under that rope and run to the gate to get a picture, would I get tackled? Because, well, that's me. And she said, well, you won't get tackled. So there's this little person on my shoulder saying, run, Ginger, run. And then there's this person that says, if you do it, everybody else will start doing it and it won't be safe anymore. So I listened to this side and I just stayed behind the line, stayed behind the rope, and I followed all the rules. I didn't want to. I wanted to be that girl that goes under the rope and does her thing. But I kept myself safe and I kept everyone safe and I didn't break the rules. Then we took some pictures there. And we went across the Esplanade. I don't even know what's called an Esplanade, but that's what I'm gonna call it. And all the while you're hearing the music. I remember hearing the music from Fantasmic. Dun, 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 dun. Well, we all know some of the little moves that they do. Well, I was kind of dancing across. I was doing that. I was having a wonderful time. And then I get to the California Adventure Fence gate, and it was open. You could go push your face against the fence and say, open, open, all you wanted. They said they did that differently from Disneyland because there were so many open spots that people could take good pictures of that it would be less congestion. So, you know, good job Disney for keeping that open. There were cast members left and right talking to you. Some were playing games, and I even recorded my sister and I playing a game so you guys could see it. But being the freak that I am, I was overjoyed and super excited that I forgot to hit record. Wah, wah. Yeah, I noticed that on our last question, so I just, whatever. I just really was too excited to stop and take video, and my sister was also too excited to video for me. Hey, you know, we were having a good time. Anyway, over at Grand Californian, we stood there talking to a couple of the employees. They were super kind. And one lady who looked like she might be one of those people that take pictures, I said, "Kate, can you take a picture of me and my sister?" And she said, "No, unfortunately, we're not allowed to hold people's cameras." So she said, "Come right over here." She took us to this area. She said, "Set your camera like this, set the timer, and take a picture." And we did, and it turned out great. So I'm sorry I don't remember your name, but thank you so much for helping us get a really good picture. So I do appreciate it. If I can find it, I'll post it right here. If not, you'll just see me talking in a few more minutes, okay? Okay, so we had milled around for probably 2.5 hours. We got some Starbucks. We were waiting for anyone to text us back. Finally, we get a text from the World of Disney. How was that when the other two lines were like an hour? We didn't care. I didn't care. I said, let's go. So we we walked at a comfortable pace to the queue line, the virtual queue line at World of Disney, and we got in, which meant we kind of started back by the exit, but it wasn't a long wait. For me, the longest part was when I was literally the next person in line and I'm like looking to get in there. Hello, let me in. That felt like the longest wait ever. Some great employees down there laughing at us, not at us, but you know, laughing with us, how excited I was to get in there. I even had one employee go get me some of those Halloween bags. Let me show you. Like this, I had to pay for this bag, but they don't offer bags around to shop with. So I got me a couple of these and eventually just had to put my stuff behind the counter because I went a little cray-cray. Yeah, I did. At the end of that trip, I heard my credit card go, ouch. Oh well, what? You make money, you don't get to take it with you, so just spend it, right? Anyway, I don't know how long we spent in there, but it was a long time. So I've got some stuff here. I'll go through a lot of it really quick. Got my husband a polo. I'll just set this down. Got him this cute little polo. He, for his work, he wears polos and jeans or, you know. So I'll just set that there and then I'll be like, and then I got all these other shirts. Okay, not gonna go through them, shirts, but I am gonna go through this because I've been seeing this on Shop Disney and I don't know, they had it, so I got it. And then of course, being that it's Halloween time, this I had to get. It is a Spirit jersey, and it's got the Disneyland, because you guys know I'm a Disneyland fan. No offense, world, but I've never been. But all this, like the D, I don't know, the D is in felt right here. And all the little, like, oh, look at that. The I is a lollipop. Hello. Yeah, in this little area, this is all felt. This is felt. There's just really nifty texture to what it says right here. And on the front, it's got the big D, established 1955, and it's got the orange felty Mickey Mouse pumpkin. I wish the D was in silver, but I don't know. I'm just a shopper. I love silver sparkles, not gold. Anyway, my sister laughed at me because these last two items are like sweatshirts or very thick long sleeve t-shirts. And it was the hottest day that far. Granted, it got hotter, but it was very hot that day, very hot. And here I am picking up sweatshirts. But you know what? I live in the Pacific Northwest. It gets cold here. So more power to me. Hey, thanks Disneyland for putting out Spirit jerseys so those of us who live in the cold area can enjoy them. All right, so, okay, let's continue on with my haul. As you see, I have this bag and it is plumb full. I did have one person find out that I was there by all my posts, and she texted me and she asked me to get her daughter something. We, you know, text back and forth and sent pictures, and I got this for her little daughter, her choice. You know, I showed her many things, but I got this little Minnie Mouse plush for Halloween. Anyway, again, that's not mine, but it is something I did haul. I hope she enjoys it. Okay. Had to get the emerald ears. Brand new. Look at those. They're just flat gorgeous. You guys, I probably had like 5 pair of ears in my hand, and I just put some back. I also got the coral ones. Now, I've been looking at these for a very long time. Of course, they're sparkles, sequins. I love this coral color. I don't know, I think there's a bag out there, but it probably costs like $900 on eBay or something like that. So I'll probably never have that one. But I love these ears. I've loved them for so long that when I saw them, I just had to pick them up. And if you guys follow me on Instagram, you guys know that I was having an issue picking between these and the red sequins ones. I chose these and I put the red ones back. And then I chose these emerald green ones because they were new release. And if you don't get stuff right when it releases, I'm always afraid it's gonna go away. So I'm super excited I got those. Some of the other ones I wanted were the red sequins ones. I wanted the black with the red bow. And then I also wanted, it's like confetti. There's like plastic in it, and or plastic here with confetti. I didn't get those because I was trying to be a responsible adult and not blow my whole credit card out of the water on ears. Okay, so, this thing I got, it's the little votive holder. I got this as a gift for someone. I'm not gonna say who, but I don't know. I didn't buy myself one. Because I was traveling, don't yell at me. I was traveling and I had to, you know, on an airplane, I had to be very cautious of what I was carrying with me. So I only got one. Maybe this person and I can share it from year to year. I don't know. But I will let this person have it first. Okay, so that's cute. This is something I went by a Disney store in a mall, and I got this cup as well as all these little pens with like the candies in them for relatively cheap. But it's part of my Anaheim trip to get Disney stuff, so here you go. You know me and my pens. I don't know who's gonna drink that. I don't know, maybe I just got myself a new mug. Okay, let's go. Okay, so if you guys follow me on Instagram, I was torn between the purple Haunted Mansion backpack or the Halloween inspired Candy Treat backpack. I did call my husband. I was like, what do? I like both of them, but I should only get one. And of course he says, get both. But being the smart adult that I am, and I don't want to blow up the credit card that much, I thought about it. And then I had one of the employees come up and I was telling him what my dilemma was. And he said point blank to just go with the one with the candies on it, the Halloween candies. Because Halloween comes around once a year, whereas the Haunted Mansion is around all the time. Now, granted, I may not get the bag all the time, but I followed his advice and I got this one. And he was even kind enough to help me pick out a specific pattern. Because he said what you want to look for is like you get, pardon me, you want to look for the most, what is that called? The most design that's whole, not a lot that have been cut off by the zipper or by sewing or something. So we really looked at this bag, and I know it sounds really anal, but we were looking, look like whole. This one's got like a Mickey and a Mickey. So it is pretty much whole with the exception, or all, you know, decorations are pretty much whole in their pattern with the exception of this one. But look at that, it's so tiny. So there you go. And we really thought about this one. So, okay, and you also have the Loungefly back straps that are padded. And on the inside, I'm gonna go ahead and rip this open. Sorry, that probably wasn't a good use of word. It's just you have all these little candies. And if you look really close, you see in the candies that it's Mickey heads in the middle. Does that make sense what I'm saying? Oh, and of course you've got your obligatory packing. This little Loungefly's got his little 2 pockets right here. Those actually feel a little bit looser than any other pocket I've ever felt. Your hand just slides right in. It's got the, I want to call it an off-white placard right there, the Disney Loungefly placard. Honestly, you guys, I have a little buyer's remorse because I really loved the purple one. But who knows? Maybe it'll show up on my door someday. I don't know. My husband, when I got home, he goes, "Why didn't you buy both?" And I'm like, because I was trying to be responsible. Well, that failed, right? Anyway, so I got this backpack. I do love it. I really do. Okay, now this next batch of stuff, I'm just gonna kind of grab and show you. Look, I got keychains, pens, bigger keychains, more pens. I know somebody who's getting married, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to show everything because these are all for someone else with the exception of this one. This one is for me and only me. Now, I want to tell you guys a little story. So when you're going through Disneyland and you're picking up all these keychains and you're like, ooh, look at all these keychains that are red color, you know, like red color or yellow color, yellow color or red color. That is the way Disney prices all of these smaller type items. And so you really don't know how much everything is. When you're at the checkout counter and you have your pile of goods here and the young lady has scanned all of these goodies and you look at the total and you say, what have I bought that was over $100? And then you look down and you realize some of these are $12. So you know what? Again, it's just money, and some of these are gifts, people who watch my pet, people who I love, you know, who couldn't be there with me. I always want to bring something, a little something home. I do, and this is what I got me and my husband. A magnet. It's gonna go on our refrigerator. Of all these little trinkets, this was the cheapest one. I think this mint means it was like $7, but I loved it, so I got it. So that's it for my haul. Let me tell you how quick this trip was. Sister and I flew down there on Thursday afternoon. We had dinner and relaxed a little bit, did some shopping at a mall, and then we went to downtown Disney on Friday, and which was a mistake. I should have went the night before as well to get my general excitement over with, because then I would have had better video for you guys, or even video for you guys to see what it was like down there. Anyway, Sis and I shopped. We hung out. We were only in total of 2 or 3 shops in the whole 6 hours that we were there. Again, virtual queues. I felt that Disney did it right and took care of the health and the safety and the well-being of all of their guests. So Sis and I hung out there for about 6 hours. At noon, we were next to somebody who got a text that said they were stopping allowing people to come in and park because they felt they were at capacity that was safe for all parties. So they held off until some of the people left, and then they started letting people in. It was good. Anyway, Sis and I did our shopping, and the next morning we flew home, and here we are, and I'm exhausted. I mean, I am tired. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for staying tuned. I've got more videos coming up because while I was gone, I got subscription boxes, plural. So you guys will see those videos come up. I thank you so much for hanging out with me. And for all of you that are just tuning in, please make sure you hit the subscribe button. Share this channel with your friends. Let's grow, okay? So again, stay safe, wear your mask, don't forget your social distancing, okay? I love you guys. Thank you so much. Ta-ta for now, okay?